Phones. DD Sansad TV analysis. Nature and Genesis. Left wing extremism, synonymously termed Naxalism, constitutes one of the India's preeminent internal security imperative. Its roots are firmly embedded in socio-economic disparity and are ideologically fueled by Maoist tenets. Historically, left-wing impact sequestration and undeveloped and stable majority geographical areas. The genesis of this movement is traced to the Naxalbari agitation of 1967 in West Bengal. Spatial preservationists. The movement proliferated primarily across the Red Corridor, encompassing states such as Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, Odisha, Maharashtra, Kerala, West Bengal, segment of Andhra Pradesh, and Telangana. Although the movement purports to champion of entitlement of marginalized population, particularly tribal cohorts. Its modus operandi encompasses violence, extorting infrastructure destruction, and recruitment of minor and civilian populace. Government state objective and commitment. The government of India has reiterated its resolute objective to completely eradicate LWE by target date of March 31, 2026. This endeavor and underpinning by the perspective that Naxalism represent a formidable impediment to developmental initiative in remote locality and tribal hamlets, obstructing access to essential services such as education, healthcare, and connectivity. The unit government had adopted a posture toward LWE, multidimensional counter LWE strategy. India's engagement against LWE is predictive upon an multidimensional strategy. This comprehensive approach integrates security enforcement protocol, inclusive developmental intervention, and community engagement initiatives. A national policy and action plan addressing LWE received formal sanction in 2015. This strategy is a multi-pronged methodology involving security-related measures, developmental initiative, and ensuring the statutory right and intent of local communities. Government foundational principle. The government has declined delineating two cardinal principles of combating LWE. The institution, the primacy of the rule of law within Naxalite affected territories and effectuate the absolute cessation of illicit and violent activities to expeditiously provide encompass for developmental fluency lacuna incurred in the area where developmental privation consequent to the protected national insurgency. The key pillar of strategy and implementing mechanism. Security related measures. The central government maintains stringent surveillance over the prevailing situation, augmenting and coordinating the endeavor of subnational entity through various mechanisms. This encompasses a force sanctioning of India Reserve and establishment of counterinsurgency school and the modernization enhancement of state police capability and their intelligence apparatus. Reimbursement of security related expenditure is facilitated via the security related expenditure scheme. This scheme allows the central government to compensate LWE affected distinct to expenditure related and training, operational exigency, ex gratia payment of casualty, civilian and service forces, rehabilitation of surrender militant and community policing, village defense committee, and people awareness material. The SRE scheme was 3,260 crore during the fiscal period of 2014-15 and to 2024-25. Helicopters are furnished for the anti-AWE operations. Assistance and training for state police are extended through Ministry of Defense, Central Police Organization, and Bureau of Police Research and Development, intelligence sharing and facilitation of interstate coordination are integral component. New security camps have been erected, joint task force constitute, and service battalion deployed to bolster state police force. And offensive strategy is being pursued, activating the National Investigation Agency to disrupt the financial supply lines of Naxalites. Multiple long duration operations are conducted to encircle militant developmental intervention apart from flagship government scheme specific initiatives are directed toward LWE affected state with a particular impetus on expanding road network, improving telecommunication access, skill development, and financial inclusion. Special Central Assistant (SCA) for most LWE affected districts approved 2017. The scheme aims to address critical deficiencies in public infrastructure and service within the most impacted district. Around 3,000 crore has been reserved since the inception. Special Infrastructure Scheme (SIS). Under SIS, funds are allocated to reinforcing state intelligence bars, special forces, district police, and construct the fortified police station. And 1,700 crore has been sanctioned under this scheme to fortify police station. A total of 445 fortified police station has been constructed across 10 LWE affected states under this scheme. Cumulatively, 6,244 police stations have been constructed with LWE affected areas over the last decade, a significant augmentation compared to 66 2014. Assistance to Central Agency LW Movement Management provide assistance for infrastructure enhancement and helicopter charges. 120 crore was allocated to Central Agency between 2024-25. Civic Action Program (CAP) implemented to bridge the report deficit between security force and local populace through personal engagement, showcasing the human aspect of security personnel. Funds are provided to CAPF for undertaking and welfare activities. Media plan address the propaganda disseminated by most targeting local communities and democratic institutions. Initiatives include tribal youth exchange program, radio jingle, documentaries, and pamphlets. 52 crore has been released under this scheme. 2017-18 road connectivity scheme like the Road Requirement Plan 1 and Road Connectivity Project aims to improve the road network in affected and adjoining districts in 9 states, facilitating both anti-LWE operation and social-economic development. 17,589 kilometers of road have been sanctioned with 1468 construct under this scheme. Telecommunication connectivity, three telecom projects, including providing 5G underway to enhance connectivity, and 10,000 are planned and 7,000. The objective is to equip the entire affected region with mobile connectivity by December 1, 2025. Financial inclusion efforts include monetizing the aspirational district program in 35 LW affected districts, 7 bank branches, and 937 ATMs have been established in 30 most affected districts, and new post offices have been opened. Skill development, industrial training institute, and skill development center have been operational. Tangible result and progress. This incidence of violence attributed to LWE has experienced a suitable decline, including incident peak at 1936 in 2010, but reduced 300 in 2010. Reduction. The total number of fatalities, civilian and security forces, has also decreased markedly 80% during the period from 150 deaths to uh, over the past 4 decades. Experimentally, many lives have been lost due to LWE violence, encompassing military, security, and civilian. The geographical footprint of LWE contracted. The number of LW affected districts reduced from 20, 126 in 2019 to 21, and the count of most affected districts has decreased, and Chhattisgarh and each of Jharkhand and Maharashtra district of concern requiring intense resource allocation have reduced from 9 to 6. Other affected districts have decreased from 17 to 6. The number of Naxal affected districts in now reportedly fewer than 20. Over the last decade, more than 800 Naxalis have reportedly relinquished on the part of violence. Many LWE affected districts are being reintegrated into the national mainstream, and the capacity of national to confront such challenge has significantly increased, enhanced in the recent year. The structured exposition delineates the core of picket of LW challenge in India and the state. So, a comprehensive multidimensional institute to counter it, highlighting the significant progress achieved through focused security operation and extensive development initiatives. So, thank you, Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, very much.